Mother says that people talking about weight issues in her daughter's presence is damaging to their self-esteem. ABC's Juju Chang spoke to this mom on a mission.
You gained 9 pounds. Have you been cheating?
It's a figment of any parent's vivid imagination, sending your kid off to camp and getting a counselor like Ben Stiller in heavyweights.
Get off the scale.
That's Hollywood's version of a weight loss camp. But when a regular summer camp counselor used the F word, fat, on Stefanie Wilder-Taylor's then 5-year-old child, she was unnerved by her daughter's reaction.
Mommy, I can't drink soda because drinking soda gives you a fat tummy. And I was horrified. They are too young to be thinking about dieting or whether they're fat or thin.
Stefanie made a rule to not allow the F word to be used by anyone in her house. And she wrote a blog sounding the alarm for adults, that children listen to what grown-ups say very carefully.
Let's not talk self-hating about our bodies in front of my kids. I got 3 young girls here and they're impressionable.
Instead, Stefanie likes to boogie with her girls.
Come on!
To show that women of all shapes and sizes should strut their stuff proudly.
I do little booty shakes in front of my kid's face. You know, I try to let them know that my butt might be a little bit big, but it's awesome.
Her 500-word blog sparked some outrage, but a lot of praise as well from moms trying to keep their daughters and sons free of the weight anxiety. Some teens agreed.
I think it would make someone insecure.
And yet these girls' own moms felt differently, that every adult who influences kids has a duty to counteract all that pressure to be thin.
And we as parents give responsibility to others to help them interpret messages.
But a lot of parents feel it's not so much what you say, it's how you say it.
I think it makes you fat, or that kind of stuff should just be left off the table.
It's kind of offensive to the kids.
Why?
They should tell them to lower on the soda, but not don't drink soda ever again.
For Good Morning America, I'm Juju Chang in New York.
Shake it.
Thank you, Juju. Joined now by parenting expert, friend of the program, Dr. Karen Gordon.
Thank you.
Doc, I am 100% lined up, I think as are we all, behind this mother's mission. I can't, let's not give them something to obsess over so young.
So here's my whole take on it, is that I think that I love the mother's heart in this. I think she's got her heart in the right spot. She's very concerned around how this is actually impacting her daughter. I just don't know if it's realistic. I don't know if it's realistic in terms of expecting everybody, anybody who comes into her home in terms of certain words that are kind of
I don't let
limits.
people say that word in my house. I mean, among stupid as well. Fat and stupid, these are just certain words that I don't let kids say.
So what is a constructive conversation you can have?
Okay, so here's my whole take on it. I think it is absolutely important for parents to actually have certain words that are actually off limits. But I think it's the most important, the #1 source of influence for a child in terms of their own body image is actually the parent. How the mother is actually, her own perception around her own body. What are the messages that she's actually sending? And so, I mean, I've been working with families for 17 years, and I have actually found that the most significant source of influence in a child's life, their own body image, is actually the mother, the same gendered parent. So fathers to sons, mothers to daughters.
Oh.
So it's not that I'm forbidding it, and I don't necessarily say it's a bad idea. I think there's a bigger mission here.
Right. It goes beyond just saying the word.
Absolutely, it's around mirroring it, and to realize that as mothers, we are their biggest educators. So I think it's around focus. Are we going to put all of our focus on people that we can't control, or are we going to put our focus on ourselves and our own message that we actually have on our bodies, and making sure that we are the #1 educators in this topic?
And I think a great substitute. Amy and I agree on this. I always say the word healthy.
Healthy.
Yes.
Healthy is the word.
It doesn't just be healthy. And I talk about myself in that way in hopes that she too, through osmosis, will begin doing that at age 8.